So once again, we say a very big welcome to all our lovely subscribers again on Pinax TV, constantly watching our videos. We have updates on the Shatta Stonebwoy case, which happened at the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Today, this morning, both of them, after detained at the police headquarters, both of them made the first appearance at the Accra Circuit High Court, and then we saw Shatta entered quickly, even though the cameras were not able to get a glimpse or catch up with him. He went inside quickly, and then the second person who also joined later was Stonebwoy, as we are showing you a preview of that video on the screen. Stonebwoy joined, and then he had a whole lot of cheers. People were actually cheering him at the courtroom or at the premises of the court. And when they entered Pinax TV via our information and via also some investigations that we've done, this was the outcome of what really transpired at the courtroom today when Shatta and Stonebwoy for the second time once again clashed. This time around, they were not fighting though, but then the lawyers were doing the fighting on their behalf. According to the information that Pinax TV we've got, the Accra Circuit High Court has, questioned these two people, talking about Livingston, Eche Setekla, and also Charles Ni Ama Mensah, questioned them on what really happened that led to the turn of events, and both of them gave the account of what really happened. That Stonebwoy gave his account of what really happened, that he pulled the gun at the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, and Shatta also gave his account of what really happened, that he even got up to go to the stage in the first place. And then the second one also had to do with the court asking them, or the judge asking them, if they plead guilty to the charges which have been labeled against them, talking about Shatta coming out with a very bad attitude. They will say that a very offensive conduct, that is the charge that Shatta was facing. Also Stonebwoy, who was also charged with offensive conduct and also conducive to breach of peace and display of firearm in the public without permission, and both of them pled not guilty. So according to the judges who sat or who had this particular case, they are saying that once Charles Ni Ama Mensah and Stonebwoy are saying that they are not guilty on the charges that they've labeled against them, then this is what they are going to do. So they went for a little time in recess, and this was the outcome that the court gave. The court came out with the findings that both Shatta and Stonebwoy, even though they have pleaded not guilty, the charges that have been labeled against them are some kind of a very offensive act, and because of that, the court gave them a bill worth of 50,000 Ghana cedis. You realize that Stonebwoy and Shatta were detained at the police headquarters, and then the laws of Ghana is that you can't detain anybody more than 48 hours. So after the 48 hours, is either you have to let the person go, you bail the person, or perhaps you take the person to court. So they were taken to court after they spent almost a fortnight or a whole day and a night at the police headquarters. So they came to court. That was the next thing that was needed to do, and then the court, after listening to the case and listening to both sides of the counsel, came out with this particular conclusion. They are officially granting a bail to Shatta and also Stonebwoy, and the shocking part is that 50,000 Ghana cedis, that is a very huge money. It's more than the money that even Stonebwoy even came out that he wanted to do a voting party. It's more than that. And then Shatta and Stonebwoy, information we are getting is that both their councils and their managers have also made the payment. So as I'm talking to you now, freedom, as Shatta says, Shatta is free and Stonebwoy is free. Now, this is also the follow-up that Pinax TV we are getting. The case has not ended. So anybody who is listening to this and it feels like the case has ended, is the done deal. No, the case has not ended. The case is actually ongoing, and the information we are having is that this particular case, the police are actually investigating it, and at a later date they'll also still go to court, and then whoever is found culpable, like the person who at the end of the investigation it come out say he's the cause of this or is the cause of that, the person will face the needed sanction or the needed justice in prevalence or whatever is in the laws of Ghana that is needed to be given to the person who is found culpable of that particular act. Talking about what really transpired at the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Also, we know Kwame Sefakai, as we said, he has also been moving from station to station, also saying his side of the story, and then he's not actually happy about what really happened. He and Abeku Santana, both of them were at the event. Abeku Santana was the one presenting the award to Stonebwoy when the whole issue transpired, and then Kwame Sefakai was the MC of the night. Kwame Sifakan was the MC of the night. So both of them have come out on various media platforms to talk about their side of the story. And this is what Pinax TV are gathering. Kwame Sifakan is coming out. It's a very good thing. And this is what he is about to do. He is calling for an official meeting between Stonebwoy and dancehall king Charles Ni Amamensa Shatta Wale. Let's take this again. Our own Kwame Sifakan is calling for a meeting, a dialogue meeting between Stonebwoy and also Charles Ni Amamensa. And also, we are going to have the musical president and other stakeholders in the game who are also in the music fraternity. Both of them will sit down and discuss the way forward that these two biggest dancehall artists who were once good friends who have now turned into rivals and enemies, they can perhaps bring them together, and at least our music industry can have some sanity and peace. Today this, today that, all of these things will go away. So this is what Pinax TV are gathering, that Kwame Sifakan together with other stakeholders are officially going to call Stonebwoy immediately after this court briefings, and then they will try to sit them together and know the way forward that they can bring these two artists together. Now, talking about these two artists to our own Michael Owusu-Addo. If you don't know Michael Owusu-Addo, I'm talking about Sarko, the King Sack. He really deserved what he got. That is the artist of the decade. He really won over Stonebwoy, Shatta Wale, and even Samini. Sarko won that particular award. Now, this is what Sarkodie came to tweet. Whilst all these things were going on, people were thinking, Sarkodie definitely has a side, and his side will be that of Stonebwoy, because we've seen that in previous times he's had some little banter or some little beef with Shatta Wale, and even this was what even led to the diss song that Sarkodie came out. That's the diss song is Advice. So we were all thinking that the conduct of Shatta Wale on that night was no good. So definitely, once King Sack is friends with Stonebwoy, then definitely he's going to take the side of Stonebwoy. But then this is what Pinax TV we are gathering as shown on the screen. It reads from Sarkodie's Twitter handle: "My brother Shatta Wale can get me mad, cause I'm human and I have every right to, same as him, but I'll never ever let that take away how dope this brother is in my eyes." And then he knows that for sure. And this particular tweet, honestly, I was really surprised because I never expected this from Sarkodie. Earlier we saw a tweet which was flying all over social media where it was alleged Sarkodie, shortly after the whole incident, the VGMS came out to diss Shatta Wale, saying, if the Pinax say Stonebwoy win the award, where gets where they go come say they go congratulate them, because we saw all of those tweets. So we were all thinking, if that tweet was real and it was deleted by Sarkodie, then it means that Sarkodie is really, really mad and vexed at Shatta Wale. But then this tweet is otherwise, and we're having a lot of reactions. It's all about love. Sarkodie once again is proving himself worthy of being a king and also being the artist of the decade. What we need in Ghana here is peace, and that is what King Sarkodie is actually preaching about. This has actually got a whole lot of stakeholders talking. Meanwhile, Shatta Wale, on the other hand, he has come out with an official press release, and this particular press release, people are not happy about it. I honestly am not also happy about it, because it was premeditated. It didn't really come out. It doesn't sound like if you are that's my own version though, but then people are saying that they will take it and then forgive Shatta Wale. We are not going to read the whole letter, but then this is a summary of what Pinax TV, when you read the whole letter, this was what we got. According to the letter which came from the management of Charles Ni Amamensa, he regretfully, he regrets whatever happened at the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, and then he would also like to, say a very plead with all the stakeholders, talking about the Charter House, the people who invested, the ministers, the dignitaries who were all present at the event. He said that he would like to go on his knees and plead to everybody, saying that it was an unfortunate thing that happened. He didn't plan it. And then what really led to the point of event was that, where he was sitting, his father actually told him that one minister wanted to see him. So as Stonebwoy won the award, he wanted to use that opportunity to, go and then steal his way through and see the minister. So eyes will not be on him. It makes sense in a way, because if he had got up in the middle of the program, people would have said, "Hey, open there now be." So when Stonebwoy won the award and all the attention was on him, the cameras, otherwise, I know it's high time I also move. So whilst he was moving, to the minister, one of his team members whispered, said, Charlie, your brother win that was, so make we pass them, then congratulate them, only for them to mount on the stage and be welcomed by a deep fist or a deep blow by the manager of Stonebwoy, Black Cedis. And that was what really happened and caused all of this confusion on stage, that we saw even Stonebwoy pulling a gun at the last minute. That we saw Stonebwoy pulling a gun at the last minute. And then, whatever happened that day, you saw the video, some of us were there, some of you also were there, you all know the way forward. And then currently, this is what the press release of Charles Ni Ama-Mensah contains, even though many Ghanaians are, as I'm talking to you, disappointed in him, because we know Wale is a man of controversies. He likes to beef up the industry once in a while, but then we never thought this could go far, because as we said earlier, and as we say each and every time, if Stonebwoy had pulled the trigger, Ghana would have had another May 9th disaster. This is where we end it. Please subscribe to our channel if you are new, and also like and share this particular video to your various social media handles. So keep you updated on all of these particular happenings right here in Ghana. Thank you very much for watching.